You gotta turn to Christ. He's the only way. You don't love him, you don't have Jesus. If you don't have Christ, it is. It's about Jesus. He's the only way. Is he the only way? The only truth, and the only life? It does matter. Your soul is on the line. Your soul is on the line. Your soul, you are. When you do your shit, you're spreading it. And if your peace is not moving, I love you enough to tell you that. I love you and your fellow monks to tell you that what you're doing is wrong. I don't want that for you. No, it's not okay. No, God did, amen. God didn't make you for hell. Wow, what love is that? We would love
exactly. We go to hell, we made that choice.
That's not true. I want you to get on the right way. What I do, if I didn't say anything, it'd be like you were in a burning house and I didn't say anything.
I love your message already.
I love you, and I'm going to do every step of the way.
I'm telling you, I love you.
I love you.
I wish you well and happiness.
I want you to walk.
And I understand your message. And we have our own journey. We have your own journey. So let us walk on each. Let us walk on each our own path. But at the end, we always come together.
Oh, yes. Have no fellowship.
Can you please let him walk?
Or rather expose him. I'm not here to hate on you. I love you. I truly do. I know right now you're walking your way to hell, but you don't realize how.
Walking your way to hell? All these people right here. Boy, him going to hell then.
If you're not okay with it, you're not okay with it. So, I will take care of it.
Hey, man.
Okay? If that is your
That's the truth.
if that's what you want to do,
You can't be out here judging.
There's no peace. I'm not peaceful.
really, you got peace. May you do well happiness. Alright? May you do well happiness.
Yeah, these Christians are the dumbest people on the planet Earth. Oh my goodness. This form of Christianity is like the dumbest shit in the planet Earth. Seriously. First of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. Unto the Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in Hebrew, which means peace. This is not the way to go. This is not the way to be. All right? Not at all. This is not the way to be. This form of Christianity is the dumbest form ever. I remember back in the days, we at the main camp, 34th and Broadway. Not 34th and Said we split the 3 camps. There was a 34th and Broadway camp. And we had this gook, believe in Jesus? And then he would slap the pamphlet and he would try to force the pamphlet every week we used to go when we used to set up camp. Every week used to go there and off top, he's, public enemy for us. But the mess up thing is that he always try to force that onto us, and he knows what we was all about. Don't speak a lick of he don't even speak a lick of English at all. At all. But all he could say is, believe in Jesus. And, hold on, let me see if I can find. And brothers at there's only like few of us left, but brothers at the camp will know. He's like, believe in Jesus, and then you just hear that, and that was like all the paper that he had in his hand. It was just a pamphlet, and everybody was beefing with him because he was trying to force Christianity down people's throat. So now I'm looking at this. I had to, reminisce in a while, and now it's a role reverse. It's a fucking role reverse. The gook is like, yo, leave us the fuck alone. Let us worship our Buddha. And here comes this idiot ass nigga that you guys are going to hell. I want to get you out of hell. I love you. I love you. This shit don't make no sense. Christianity, you gotta be a sick puppy. No, not even a sick puppy. You gotta be sick in the head to believe the shit that you're doing. This is not what this truth was meant to be. First of all, you off rip because you worship. This is what Jesus give you. This is that Jesus freak spirit. All right. This is why Apostle Paul like we don't fuck with you Christians, yo. Stay the hell away from us. This got nothing to do with the scriptures. This has got nothing to do with the Lord. The Lord is not all love for everybody. All right. The word is the bait. If they could gravitate to the word, then you deal with them. If not, you keep it moving. These are lost souls anyway. They're not even of your nation. He's so concerned. You guys are going to hell. And this, that to the third. There ain't no such thing as hell. And that's why it was like um we're gonna go to hell. We're just gonna go to hell. All right. It says someone get him out of here, holding these monks up. Done. Yo, this is funny, man. The black man on the top that is shake my head. Sir, keep your religion to yourself. Nobody wants to believe in that. He's probably still thinking Jesus white too. See that? That white Jesus juice, man. That shit is potent, bro. That's some potent shit. Your little ritual. Shake my. There's no hate like Christianity love. Jesus holding a mirror up to the Christianity in America, and the mirror is cracking. A lot of people don't believe, yo. These monks display more Christian love than Christians. Sad to see, and a sad reality to the face. It's shameful. You're not supposed to be doing that. That's not according to the scriptures. If you get rejected, matter of fact, let me go basic stuff. Amos 3:7. It says, surely, no, I'm sorry, 3:8. 3:3. Can two walk together except to be agreed? No, two cannot walk together if they're not agreed to walk together. All right. You go into a journey. You say you go your part of your journey. We go on our part of our journey. They're not with that. All right. They're not feeling that Jesus shit that you spewing. All right. And that guy don't even believe in the shit that he's putting up there anyway. That just sounds sickening. I love you. I love you. It's not about love, yo. Love is the most abused English word, English vocabulary. The concept of this love shit. People completely uses that against other people to harm one another. Okay? That's why the Lord is not with all this shit, this gathering of the people. They're supposed to have their land, you're supposed to have your land. Hey, according to the scriptures, matter of fact, let's go to the basic, right? Deuteronomy 32:8. When the Most High divided the nations, so right there and there, he said he divided them. Divide is not together. Their inheritance, he separated the sons of Adam. So divide, separate. Okay? He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. So everybody had their own land. Moab had their own land. Matter of fact, I was gonna get it. I think it's Jeremiah, the 48th chapter goes into Moab. But that boldness that they have, that's part of the curse on them. That those Buddha monks bald in their head, that's a curse. All right. The Moab have a factuation of being like Esau. All right. They like to be because Moab at one time were people of color. So this Buddha shit and Buddha, come to find out, Buddha was a black man. But that's another subject. I don't want to change the subject a lot. But yeah, you can't walk together unless you agree in agreement. And he's quoting it is here it is. So that shit is poison, man. So was it second Ezra 6:12? No. 14. It says, be not unequally yoked with unbelievers. Why he's not following that? Does he know the scriptures? All right. So, I don't want you guys to go to hell. Who the fuck are you? There's no such thing as hell. Where's that in the scriptures? That souls shall be burning forever. There's not. That's not in the scriptures. There's a judgment. The lake of fire is going to be America, but that's it. There's no eternal hell. So that's one, and it's not accepted to everybody. People are not made, and he violated this this law. All right, the same. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? They believe in a whole nother God, believe in a whole nother concept. It's dope to watch kung fu flicks. What is that? Buddha bless you and all this other shit. It's cool. You see them fight and that's it. You're a black man in the middle of I don't know. I don't know where that shit is at. Let's say Minnesota somewhere. You're in the middle of Minnesota. What the fuck these monks know about your Christianity? What the fuck do they care about your form of Christianity? You know what Christianity you have done to this world? All right, under the guidance of Jesuits, these nations don't believe in your God. So why would you even bother? Okay, you supposed to be following the law, statutes, and commandments. You supposed to be. And if I'm not mistaken, Did he even have a beard in his face? Oh, he had a beard. Oh, that's something else. I know how this goes. Man, I can't put that in there because some group of people will be sensitive about certain things. Let's see. Yeah, he got a beard. All right. He's just infatuated with the Jesus juice, which is the most deadliest nigga is a nigga that's drunk on the Jesus juice. All right. Good Times, the episode with the black Jesus and the mother, she was going crazy. She had demons on her. Those demons is like, nah, I can't accept this shit. And that was on television in the 1970s. So righteousness and unrighteousness have no fellowship. And what commune with have light with darkness? So you trying to save somebody from the darkness. This is why a lot of people don't respect Christianity. And the Lord clearly tells you, let them alone. All right? Let them alone. The other scripture I'm thinking of, Sirach, real quick, 33 and 12. No, 13. No, 14. Good is set against evil, life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So you're supposed to be completely against them, and he's supposed to be completely against you. You have nothing in common. Even though you come from the same seed, the lineage of Adam, we have nothing in common with them. All right. Verse 15, back in Second Corinthians 6 and 15. What concord have I'm gonna say it right, Yahushai with Bel? Or what part have he that believeth with an infidel? So we have no agreement. We have nothing. You know, this whole we are all man and one blooded. Man, fuck you and your one blood shit. The Lord separated us. All right. Back to Sirach 33 and 15. So look upon all the works of the Most High. There are two and two, one against another. So we are mortal enemies with all these different nations who believe in a whole nother God. All right. We're enemies, straight up, no matter what. That's how the Lord created things to be. It says, oh, so Sirach, 13, 13 and 15. Every beast loveth his like, every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorted according to kind, and a man, sorry, and a man will cleave to his like. So even in that sense, everybody knows naturally to go to their own. You can stand the olive branch outside. They're not feeling it. They're not feeling it. Yeah, even within Israel, which are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, there's a division, all right, between the believers and the non-believers. It says, "What fellowship have the wolf with the lamb, so the sinner with the godly?" And what is a sinner? Sinner is the ones that breaks the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, that's the sinners. Who are the godlies? Those that keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So if they're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, we have nothing in common. They don't believe in the Lord. They're not the stock of our family. We have nothing in common. What agreement is there between a hyena and a dog? A peace between the rich and the poor, which is going to something different. But these Christians be trying too much, yo. Back to Second Ezra 6:16 now. And what agreement have the temple of the Most High with idols? And that's what these other nations worship. They worship nothing but idols. All right. Buddha is a goddamn idol. Straight up. Whole another different philosophy. Got nothing to do with nothing. That is not our heritage. That's not our God. We have nothing in common. So why would you even bother? You know why a man like that would bother? Because he himself, he's not complete. All right. That's why Jake like to gravitate. Jake could go under any banner under the heavens, except his true nationality. There's always a problem with that. He will be accepted, but the crazy part is, you become a Muslim, you're not accepted by it. You get accepted, but they know it's a certain class. All right, there's a certain type of different class because they tell you they run the shit, and Islam isn't nothing but I said enslavement religion for Jake. Here it is. They took this book that I'm reading out of and use it against you, and then you supposed to read it to get understanding and know who you are, and you try to gravitate to everybody else. Amazing. For ye are the temple of the living power, as God have said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. And it say all people, he said his people. All right? And these other nations are not his people. Can't get it through your thick skulls out there. What other scripture I had in mind? Slocky, something popped in my mind. Let's see if I can get it. At that part. Hold on. And I know it's gonna bother me. Oh, so vile, so vile. Let me see. No. It's a particular scripture. It was good. It was a good precept. Slocky. Hold on. In Isaiah. Let me get this real quick in Matthew's. Matthew 7. Now the other one's gonna bother me. It was a good one too. Oh man. And that's another thing too, Slakia. You Negroes love to invite everybody into your shit. You love being loved by outsiders. Oh, it's coming to me. But you yourselves can't stand yourselves. Matter of fact, Oh, okay. I got one. I got one. That's what I had in mind earlier. Um, First John 1:15. I don't know what's telling me. No, not 4:15. That is that. Well, I mean, come on, can't get around that one. First John 4:15. Whoso shall confess that Yahweh Shai is the Son of the Most High, the Most High dwelleth in him, and he in the Most High. So we are the temple of the Lord. So if somebody doesn't accept that Yahweh Shai is the Son of the Most High, then he's not one of you. That's not the Spirit of the Lord. The Spirit of the Lord is not everybody can come. All right. The Lord is so exclusive with every single thing that He does. That is a lie to sit there and have people think anything and everyone is accepted. All right. And we have known and believed the love that Yahweh had towards us. Yahweh is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in the Most High, and the Most High in him. And it did not, it just narrowed it down before. Now the Lord is people looked at it as like, oh, that's a broader sense. It's all about love. Love for whom? Love for the people of your own kind. And that's the hardest thing for majority of people. Love your God, love yourself before you spill that nonsense. And here is our love made perfect, that we have boldness in the day of judgment, because as he is, so are we in this world. There's no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because the fear have torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. We love him because he first loved us. If a man say, I love the Most High, and hateth his brother, is a liar. For for he that loveth not his brother whom he have seen, how can he love the Most High whom he have not seen? Which goes into love thy neighbor as thyself. If you have a message of that extent, you extend it to those that look like you. All right, you can't say you love these individuals when you have no idea who they are. Okay, that's the other factor that um, this Christianity does not teach. All right, a fool will accept everybody by examining who they are, and this is the commandment we have from Him, that he who loved the Most High loved his brother also, which goes into the two greatest commandments: love the Most High with all thine heart, and love thy neighbor as thyself. But once again, who was the neighbor that was spoken of? The neighbor are Israelites, not the other nations. The love of the other nations that's just a demon. All right. The Lord separated everybody. So why would Howard Shah come and tell Paul, let's get everybody, let's band the nations together again? Then that would be a contradiction. All right. So you're not supposed to go out there. Matter of fact, I keep saying it. Let me just type it in. Two things. No. I got to speak. That's Matthew the 10th chapter. I already know. Matthew 10. There was another thing that came to mind. Tells you Matthew 10 and let me get it. Let me just type it out like this. Yep, Matthew 10 is further up. I'll start at 11. And it says, and into whatsoever city or town you shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy. Oh, sorry, I gotta laugh. Hold on. Let me start at 10. Matthew's 10, this is the Great Commission. All right. This is what the Lord sent his disciples to do. Okay. How he set them out. Tell you, go not until, matter of fact, I gotta start up. Matthew's 10 and 5. These 12 Yahushua sent forth to them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles and into any of the city of the Samaritans, into you not. So the way of the Gentiles, don't go to the Gentiles. The Samaritans, why? Because there were Israelites in the Samaritans, but they had to give it out to the Israelites first. All right. The tents of Judah had to be raised up first. So the Lord sent them. And then after the ministry grew, there was some brothers had to go, apostles had to go to Samaria to speak to the Israelites there. All right. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, which obviously that dude was completely lost. I think the scripture was Jeremiah 50 and 7, or 50 and 6. I was telling you to show you how lost our people are. Because our people are lost. All right. They're completely lost. It says, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So that's why majority of people are into Buddhism, they into baptism, they into Calvinists, Mormons, which is the most racist ass form of religion out there. They're into everything under the sun, into Islam. They're being 5%ers is an offshoot of Islam. They're into Scientologists, they're into all sorts of things. So they're lost. All right, they're seeking a home. It says, and as you go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right? Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers. And how you do that? By the word. Raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely you have received, freely give. Don't make this a money grab. Provide neither gold nor silver, which is real money, nor brass in your purse, which was a form of a wallet back then, which what they call purse today, men used to carry. All right? But they wrap it around the other side of their neck so nobody can take it. And it says, nor script for your journey, neither two coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat. Meaning the people were supposed to take care of him, take care of them. All right? You go out there, preach his word, they're supposed to take care of you. And into whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till you go thence. So you have to inquire who's worthy. So just any Joe Smo, oh, you need to be saved, brother. I'm gonna make sure you don't go to hell. That's not the way to go. All right. They're not worthy. You gotta find people that are worthy. That's also, matter of fact, real quick. Um Second Ezra is 14, 45. And it says, yep, and it came to pass when the 40 days were filled that the highest spake, saying, the first that thou has written, publish openly, that the worthy and the unworthy may read it. So when you go into it, the Lord was giving Ezra so much revelations and breakdowns and everything that the Lord said, look, go get was this tell you 70, it's 70 men, write down everything I tell you, and then and go out there and preach. So the spirit jump on these men to write down everything that Ezra was told. And Ezra was out there preaching. Okay? But the point of the matter is the worthy and the unworthy. So there was this book was open to the Israelites. All right, and it says, verse 12. And when you come into an house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. So if you're not accepted, let it be. Let it alone. All right. If they have to accept it. If they don't accept it, they're not worthy. And the scripture says in Isaiah, I haven't read that in a while, that like if those guys, despite their Buddhas, say if there was an Israelite amongst them, a confusion of faces, right? Let's just hypothetically say there was one of those in there. He heard that if it was worthy, no, first of all, if the person that's doing it is worthy, then the spirit will gravitate to that person. But since he's not worthy, he's a demon talking to other demons, and he got rejected. All right. It said, and whatsoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when you depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. And that's something that majority of Israelites, these other camps, they would do. All right. They would just sit there and to try to accept anybody. And they won't shake up the dust of their feet because they gravitate to them. They're trying to please men more than the Most High. It says, verily I say unto you, it will be more terrible for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. That's how serious this thing is. So these Christians, they don't follow the instructions. They don't know the instructions, and they themselves are not worthy, period. So with that being said, something real quick to the spirit. Shalom to the elect, the nations of Shalom.